Have you ever noticed it? One day she's warm, engaged, texting like nothing else matters, and the next, she's distant, cold, silent, and the worst part, you have no idea why. It feels like a switch flipped, but here's the truth, it's not random. She wasn't yours the way you thought. You've been texting, calling, maybe even making plans. You laugh at her jokes, send her memes, and she responds, sometimes with the same energy. You start thinking you're building something real. Then suddenly, she pulls away. Messages slow down. Responses feel heavy, obligatory. She seems miles away even when she's in the same room. You replay conversations, analyze every word, every pause, every emoji. You ask yourself, did I do something wrong? The answer isn't in what you did. It's in who she is and what she really wants or doesn't. When someone goes cold, your first instinct is panic. Your brain releases cortisol, your mind spins scenarios, and dopamine, the chemical that makes you chase connection, keeps you hooked. But what's happening in her mind is a reflection of her attachment style. She might be avoidant, scared of intimacy, terrified of emotional dependence. Or maybe she's confused, caught in a loop of trauma bonding, giving affection when it suits her, withdrawing when vulnerability hits. Your anxious attachment fires up, looking for validation, while she unconsciously tests boundaries, measures your investment, and keeps her autonomy intact. This is how emotional games start, not because she hates you, but because she's wired to protect herself. Every withdrawal triggers your fear of rejection, your overinvestment feeds her distance. It's a psychological feedback loop. You chase, she pulls, you chase harder, she pulls again. Here's the brutal part. Most of the time, the reason she goes cold isn't about you, it's about her readiness, or lack thereof, for a real connection. And yes, your self-sabotage matters. You overanalyze, you chase, you beg for explanations, and in doing so, you lose yourself. Your worth becomes tied to her attention, and the moment she withdraws, you crumble. That neediness, that desperation, is what keeps her distance. It doesn't make her come back. Stop lying to yourself. Stop pretending that constant communication equals love, or that her coldness is a temporary phase you can fix. If you're overinvesting emotionally without reciprocity, you're training yourself to tolerate pain instead of demanding respect. Men and women process emotional distance differently. When a woman goes cold, she's not necessarily rejecting you. She's prioritizing her internal safety and boundaries. Men, especially those with anxious tendencies, interpret withdrawal as failure, danger, or loss of control. This mismatch creates a vicious cycle. Her need for space clashes with your need for closeness. Men externalize, women internalize, but the pattern is predictable. Her coldness is rarely personal, and your overreaction makes it permanent. Here's the painful freedom, realizing that her coldness isn't a judgment of your value. You don't need approval to be worthy. Her behavior says more about her emotional state than yours. You've been living in a story where your happiness depends on her mood, and that's exhausting. Detaching mentally doesn't mean giving up, it means taking back control of your emotional life. Stop chasing energy that isn't yours. Protect your attention like it's currency, because it is. Learn to observe without overreacting. Boundaries aren't punishment, they're your declaration of self-respect. Don't ask for reasons, don't overanalyze. Focus on stability, consistency, and the people who reciprocate. When she withdraws, it's your cue to redirect energy to yourself, not to beg for what she's unwilling or unable to give. Sometimes the silence you fear is the truth you need. Her distance isn't rejection, it's clarity. And the clarity you avoid might be the respect you finally deserve.